Alright, I'm Colin. This is my 2003 Mazda Miata. A little bit of backstory. Bought this car from Zach, I don't know, midsummer, something like that. And then 4 days later, I felt like the transmission was getting a little hot. So went to check how much fluid was in it, pulled the wrong bolts out of the transmission, dropped fifth in reverse down into the transmission, and then they fell and blocked fourth. So I lost fifth, reverse, and fourth all at once, 4 days after owning it. The next day, pulled the motor and trans out. And then I had friends coming over like every day after that to help rebuild the trans. I figured while the motor was out, we could just pull the oil pan off, check all the rod bearings and cap bearings, make sure it's all healthy, which it actually was. It was pretty healthy. So we went ahead and rebuilt the transmission because we didn't actually replace anything. We just kind of took it all apart and then put it back together correctly. Pulled the oil pan off, checked everything. It looked good, put it back on. Got it back in the car. I think that was Saturday or Sunday, and then had everything back together, everything done. The radiator was in, coolant was bled, the oil was filled, power steering was bled, everything was done. It was sitting here running on jack stands. And I'm gonna make sure it goes into gear. So I put it into gear, and it wouldn't go into gear. No, having flashbacks to like everything we just did with the transmission. Like, I don't want to do that again. I don't remember how we figured it out, but I put the clutch in backwards because I just didn't know how to put a clutch in. So we pulled the trans back out same day. The bolts on the flywheel were grinding into the clutch. Kind of needed a clutch anyways, but I was on a time schedule, so I didn't replace it. But now I was going to replace it, so didn't get it done that weekend. Had a buddy of mine resurface the flywheel, bought a new clutch, and then got that put in, I think, on Tuesday. So that was the first week of ownership for the most part. And then since then, I've just been fixing other things, new tires on it, kind of got an alignment on it. I mean, I do my own alignments, but did that. I rolled the fenders because the tires were hitting the fenders pretty bad. Rolling the fenders has caused some other issues. Got a little bit of, wasn't super happy with it there. And then it caused this fender to just dent in. This dent is strictly from rolling fenders. So who knew? But I can't get it back out. Or if I do get it back out, it just pops back in. Worry about that later. And now we're in the process of putting the motor back in again because I didn't reseal the oil pan right the first time. Because apparently there's two rubber seals on the front and the back. You're supposed to put RTV under those and over those. And I didn't because I assumed the rubber seals would seal. But apparently that's not how it works. And the only way to get the oil pan off is to pull the motor out because there's like this much clearance between the oil pan and the subframe. So that's what's happening now. Now we're just getting everything back together. Obviously still needs a bunch of stuff. Radiator, airbox, all the electrical still just leaning up there. I don't know, there's a bunch of other little things it needs. All of the little underneath subframe parts are just laying in the rocks back there. And yeah, it's been a absolute masterpiece since I've owned it. Been also trying to get a roof because it's rainy season, and I've been rained on a couple times. Got parts for the roof, stacking them up. Got a frame used, got a new top. Now I'm just looking for. Now I'm just looking for the trim pieces that go right here because I don't have them and I need it to seal the roof to the back of the car. And I don't want to get a hard top because you can buy a whole Miata for $1,500 or you can buy a hard top for $3 grand. Fuck the hard top. Plus, it's a small car and I like having the roof down.
Where we at?
Got the electrical connected, the airbox in, the radiator in, and still like no fluids or anything. Put this in it, and I actually still don't, which I'm amazed about.
Camera set up.
Getting G with it. Oh shit. No! Good shit right there.
Oh yeah. So now we're gonna be cleaning these, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that oil.
Hell yeah.
Covered in oil from it leaking.
Little strokes. Where are we at?
Clean. Ish. Mostly clean enough. Now it's all gonna go underneath the car.
Just gotta go back way under there. Update.
Update. I tried to film putting everything underneath the car and I didn't film it. So everything is now up underneath there. Fluids. Yeah, pretty much fluids next.
Yep. Update.
Getting the motor mounts bolted up because I forgot about that earlier. Make it super dramatic. Oh, it's so tough. Woo. It's the hardest thing I've done so far.
Alright, Colin, what are we doing?
Well, changing the oil filter because I'm switching this baby over to synthetic. And I didn't think I put it on there very tight, like 2 weeks ago when I put this on there. Crunchy. Not on there. This better come off easy next time. Now, fill her up, start it up. Actually, no, I found a mystery electrical connection down here that I gotta find first. We'll figure this out. We'll figure this out.
We'll find
Then we'll start it up. Alternator, and it plugs just right into the side of it. Booyah.
So, we just put oil in car. Yeah, 10 beer cans. 10 beer cans worth of oil in the Miata. Now we're gonna do the coolant.
Perfect.
Pretty much how it's gonna go down. What are we doing?
Got some Kool-Aid?
Yeah, some yummy juice. I'd actually drink that.
Just squirt a little bit.
Oh, she's spilling a little bit.
Going. Must mean we're good.
Yeah.
She's good and tight, as you can see.
Like the water bottles, keep it in place.
Oh yeah, so what happened is this would slide back and the positive terminal would slam into this and it would spark. I have a video on my phone. Kind of scary. The car shut off on me a few times on the road. I only found out later that that was happening. So I've got an oil bottle here and 2 water bottles here, and it seems to keep it pretty good.
No gear shifter, or?
And we'll just make sure it's in neutral. Feels like it's in neutral. Oh, he's in the ignition. Don't look like shit. Wait. No, there's none. None on the dipstick. Okay.
We'll see.
Ooh, it's foamy. Interesting.
Might be over here. Oh, what the hell? You're hitting your fender or your bumper.
It's also a full drop right now.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit on this side.
Yeah, you're hitting your bumper.
So I have a question. Why did you do this? It's in neutral right now. And I can stop it with my hand. And if I go inside the car, put my foot on the clutch, it will also stop it. Why? That shit's ripped. It's supposed to be attached right here. But it's a Miata, it's fine. There's also supposed to be a bunch of insulation in here. It just isn't in here. But once again, it's fine. It's a Miata. This is supposed to attach in a Miata, but this one, the center console is held in by wood screws, and it just doesn't seem very factory, but it works, I guess.